Good evening. My name is Brenda Avila Correa, and I'm going to give an overview of my research project. So, my research paper is called "What Does It Mean to Sound Black versus Speak African American English?" In this research project, I wanted to explore the different perceptions people have of African American English by showing them a video. So, the video clip I chose to analyze is called "Keke Palmer Got Beef with Rose from Titanic." So, this video is about the Steve Harvey Show. The Steve Harvey Show is a television program that discusses various topics by the talk host show, which is Steve Harvey. He is a stand-up comedian, and the guest of the show is Keke Palmer, who is an actress, singer, songwriter, and presenter. The discrete genre of this video was a talk show interview between Steve Harvey and Keke Palmer, where Keke expresses her feelings toward the movie of Titanic. So I had 5 different participants in my research. 2 participants were my friends, and the other ones were 3 members of my family. My friends are Asian, while my family are Hispanic or Mexican. Age do differ between my participants. So I chose these participants because I wanted to see if the perceptions of African American English would change between them, just because they're from different ethnicities and they are from different age, from different generations. So before showing the video to my participants, I asked them what sounding black meant for them. And after my participants watched the video, I asked who sounded more black to them and why. And the last question I asked was if they ever heard about Ebonics. So the results of my research project was it revealed that my participants, so my friends and family, had negative views of African American English. I was surprised about my family response because they identify sounding black with as sounding aggressive, ghetto, and loud. Also, they focus a lot on the intonation and rhythm of the voices to determine if a person does sound black. So my family does link African American English with stereotypes and misconceptions. My friends have the idea that African American English is mostly based on the usage of slang terms, the pronunciation of words, and being colloquial or informal. So all my participants did lean more towards Keke Palmer as sounding more black, which did correlate with my original analysis because Keke does use more African American English features than Steve Harvey in this video clip. So this is the transcription of the video. I highlighted some of the features. So for example, in that's, she pronounced it as that's, which is a phonological feature. She also uses ain't as auxiliary verbs. She uses zero copula. For example, here the scene where like everybody off the boat at this point, so it is being omitted here. And she also uses lexicon like homeboy, brother, my man. And another phonological feature is instead of pronouncing cold, she pronounces coal. So those are some of the features that Keke Palmer uses in this video. So my hypothesis was partially correct because I did believe that my participants were going to lean more towards Keke Palmer. However, for like the reason I said that was because I thought that they would correlate African American or they would correlate sounding black with younger ages because and for her intonation too. So I was partially correct because they did lean more towards Keke Palmer, but for her intonation, rhythm, slang words, tone, etc. So some of the implications of my research project is that People misinterpret African American English as bad English. I pointed out that entertainment industry or people in general appropriate this language um, for profit or popularity. Um, Many people have negative views of African American English speakers and the language itself. However, I can observe with my friends that people appropriate this language and incorporate African American English features into their own language, and they don't even know where they come from. They just speak it because they hear it from other people. Um, so as I mentioned before, people who work in the entertainment industry does appropriate African American English, and they don't even use it in the correct way. By not using this language properly and by appropriating it, it devalues the language and the people who speak it. Um, People take advantage of the language when it benefits them, especially the entertainment industry, like I mentioned several times, and they do not acknowledge where the language is from. So, as we read in the article of Iggy, they use that language just to make more money and to gain more popularity. Um, so, in conclusion, I feel like teachers, students, and the audience in general has to be informed that African American English is a systematic language, and African American English speakers are affected or impacted negatively because of their language use. People need to learn the truth about this language and have to do something to destroy all these misconceptions of African American English. I do believe that universities, schools, high school, elementary schools should incorporate more courses of African American English so people are informed and stop being ignorant of African American English. Um, Thank you. Have a great day.